Hold on, I have to get my gloves, y'all. What is going on? So it has been so long since I got on live and made products. So we're gonna go ahead and make a sugar scrub today. Hey y'all, I don't know live why I look so probably because I got my ring light on. I look so pale. So I already sanitized everything. I've already wiped down the tables and everything. Let me get my measuring cups. Yeah. So I pretty much already sanitized all my products that I'm gonna be using. So don't worry. Everything is nice and clean and good to go. Even my blender. Yeah. When you're making products, you have to make sure every single thing that you're going to be using is sanitized for the safety of your customer's skin. So you sanitize your scissors, sanitize the areas you're going to be working in, sanitize all of the products you're going to be using, sanitize your hands. Make sure you wear gloves. Yeah, so we're gonna make a sugar scrub. So I like to use sugars because, see, what you're using the sugar scrub for is, the sugar for is to exfoliate. So it helps to remove all of the dead skin. You can use sea salt. You can use pretty much whatever you want to use that's gonna help you to exfoliate. Now, what really matters is the products that you're putting in the scrub and in any other product that you're using for your skin or your hair. So this sugar scrub you're gonna use for your body. It's gonna help exfoliate. It's gonna also moisturize because of the stuff that I'm using in the products. So I do make sure to put all of the most important ingredients that people may be allergic to. I make sure to put it on my labels. So if you're thinking about doing products, make sure you do that. So yeah, you gotta make sure to put a preservative. A lot of y'all want to make products from home, but I think it's just a matter of using the basics. Yeah, you can use the basics, but you want longevity for your product and you want your customers' skin to be well taken care of. So you have to make sure that you're using a natural preservative for the products. So this is gonna be a sugar honey scrub, and I'm adding my carrier oil right now. So I'm adding 2½ cups of my carrier oil. And I use 4 cups of sugar. And that should help you to make at least, I would say at least 6 to 7 scrubs. Okay? All of my products are natural. So you don't have to worry about any harsh or cruel chemicals. I do not use any of that stuff. I like natural stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and Put this honey in there, baby. So we're gonna add. So this is 1 tablespoon that I'm using of raw honey. You guys, honey is so good for the skin. What y'all up to? And I think I want to go ahead and add 1 more cup of sugar. So that's 5 cups of sugar. So I'm about to add my vitamin E, 100% pure. So I like to use a dropper. I have a bigger one, but I want to use my little droppers, get rid of those before I go to my bigger ones. How is everyone's day going? So this is how I do it. I could pour it, but I don't want to make a mess. So again, each side of this is 1 tablespoon. What y'all up to? So again, I'm filming for YouTube and I am filming for my live. So to my YouTube subscribers, hey y'all. How y'all been doing? Thank y'all for always working with your girl. This is your girl. I am Maritza Marshall. And if you are visiting for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And to my returning lovelies, welcome, welcome back. Y'all always working with your girl, and I truly appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get more consistent, y'all. So I was working 2 jobs. I was doing my salon. I still have my salon. I'm in the process of renting the spaces out and also using a part of it as my warehouse, as the business for my cosmetic and soap line. You know, grows. Most of you know I started making products about 2 years ago, and I kind of put it on the back burner, but I'm getting back into it because it brings me such peace, y'all. Hey, Koya, what's up, baby? How are you doing, lovely? Alrighty. So, we've done that. I'm gonna add a little bit of this jojoba oil. This is also good for your skin. Everything that all the carrier oils that I am using are very good on the skin. It just melts in your skin like butter. So, yeah. What's up, boo? And then I'm gonna add a little bit of essential oil. Now, this is the essential oil that is for products. So, you don't have to worry about it. I don't want to add too much because one thing about the essential oil, baby, a little go a long way. I'm going to tell you that much. So, a little goes a long way. I'm going to try to get this mixed all in. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. So good. Now, being that I added another cup of sugar, this should get you about 8. And so I'm gonna show y'all the sizes that I'm making today. So these are the sizes that I'm making. for the sugar scrubs. And yeah. So I like to add a little, I do make some plain, and I do add a little mixed color to it, you know, just to make it fun. So I'm waiting on some of my shipments to come in too, because I'm gonna make oh y'all, I'm gonna make this jelly mask. Listen, that thing had your skin feeling so good. Y'all hear me? So good. I'm talking in 3 cameras. So good. And it peels off. And it is the papaya jelly scrub. Y'all, listen here. Gonna have that skin feeling like butter, baby. Yes, honey. Y'all gotta take care of your skin, baby. But let me tell you. So I was doing this experiment with myself. Being that my daughter always used my products, my mama lived for my lip gloss. My daughter always uses my hair products. She sleep right now, y'all, so I can't even show y'all her hair, but she swept out my products. And because I put everything on the back burner, my mama, my daughter, everybody kept saying, you need to do your products again. You need to do your products again. Don't do the clothes, just do the products. Don't do the clothes. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do my products because I find joy. A lot of people say, I can't be talking all on no camera, acting as if the people right in front of me. They are. Y'all right here. Hey. But I really enjoy doing this. So, what better way to do it than to do it with you all? But yeah, so they was like, you need to do your products. You need to do your products. And I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So I quit. I resigned from my night job. I was doing hair on the weekends at my shop. And then I have my morning job. So I was like, you know what? I really want to do what I enjoy doing. My goal is to eventually not have to work for nobody. I think that might be... And entrepreneurship is not for everybody, so I'm not going to say that might be everybody's goal, because it's not. But it's mine. And I made a decision to let the nighttime job go and just focus on what I've been investing all of my money into. So, yeah. So, here I am. And I have been prepping for this for a while. I'm dropping my skincare products first, and then around springtime I'm gonna drop the hair care products again. And this time, y'all, I want to really like I revamped everything. I gave it a new name because y'all know I used to do it as Divine Beauty. I gave it a new name because my cousin Keisha, thank you, babe. My cousin Keisha, I was talking to her and I was like giving them some name suggestions. What y'all think? I want to revamp. And she was like, you know what? You should give it a name that, you know, that you don't have to change it again. You won't have to revamp it again. It's something that if you wanted to add other things to the product or to the business itself, you can do that without having to change the name. So maybe you could do like collections. So I was like, that makes sense. So all of y'all who personally know me know my grandmother passed away. Actually this month, August 18th, make 2 years. And that was my baby. You know, I still got my mother. That's my heart. That's my girl, my mama, and my daddy and them. But my grandma, it's, y'all know, it's just something about them grandparents. You can get away with more with your grandparents than you can with your parents. I think that's what it is. But me and her talked about everything. Like, even when I very first talked to her about when I started my product line about 2 years ago, she was like, we joked about it. And she was like, girl, you better not mess up the people's skin, but go for it. If that's what you want to do, I believe in you. And we just laughed, and that tickled me so bad. And when I would talk to her, she would just say, you know, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you're not afraid to jump out there and, you know, figure out what your craft really is. You know, everybody has something in them that's worth sharing. So A lot of people say, girl, you're a creator. You should create things for other people. You know how to design websites. You know how to do all that kind of stuff. And it's true. It's true. I never pay nobody to do nothing. Any website I ever did, I've never had to pay nobody to do nothing. I design my own product labels. Right here, I have a laminating machine right here, and I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. And I designed like some cards that I'm gonna put in the customers' thank you boxes and stuff like that. So I printed out the cards. I designed them and I printed out the cards. So I'm gonna bring it close so y'all can see. So these are the cards I designed myself, and I laminated them. So me doing that, I feel like it lets my customers know that, you know, everything that I do, I take my time and I do. I'm gonna change my gloves. I take my time and I do it because, let's be real, no business is nothing without your customers. And if you have employees, your employees. Yeah, you can run a business yourself, but once the business starts growing to a capacity, you can't no longer do it yourself. So you got to always treat your customers fair and treat them right. Now, I ain't saying you got to let them disrespect you, because some of them get a little off the chain and you got to let them know that. We ain't about to play these types of games. But then you have the ones that they really support you and they really rock with you. So for me, so before any of y'all start calling me that know me, once I launch the website and y'all see the prices, don't say, girl, that's all you charging. With me, with all of my businesses, my goals is my people. And what I mean by my people, meaning I ain't rich, and even if I was, I would be the same way, but I'm not rich. Sometimes I look at people's websites and be like, and I don't give a darn how much money I make. I look at people's websites and be like, girl, really? Now, if you somebody that I see you really trying, and you know what I'm saying, then yeah, I support you. But if you somebody that I feel like I'm watching your stuff and I feel like, girl, you just in it for the money. Everybody in it for the money, but those of us who have a heart is gonna be in it for the people. And I'm not just in it for the money. Anything I do, I'm in it for the people. And I want my customers to really see that when it comes to my business. I take my time. I have boxes. I could have did custom made boxes, but this round I didn't want to jump off doing custom made boxes because I wanted to be able to put my boxes together, design the inside of my boxes. So the way that I'm gonna, you know, package my boxes is gonna show my customers like, okay, this nice. She put this together and it's all me. Now I have my salon that I can go set up all my stuff. I'm in my dining room, y'all. Over there's like my seating area over that way. And all right here, I have a TV right here. And all my products, everything is right here. And I could easily go set up all of my stuff at my shop, but I want it to be more intimate. I want it to be me intimately doing what I love to do. So what other place to do it is from my home. You get what I'm saying? So if I come up with an idea of my room right here, I could just jump out of bed and come in here in my little mini laboratory / office and be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. If everything at my office, I ain't gonna be jumping up out my sleep at my shop, I ain't gonna be jumping up out my sleep trying to run no shop. And that's just straight up. I'm not. And I don't even think y'all would. So, yeah. So I'm just mixing everything in. But yeah, so I am revamping everything, and I changed the name from Divine Beauty. Everybody know I've been using Divine Women and all that for so long. And I am now in my 30s. And like my cousin Keisha said, I needed something that's gonna give me longevity. I needed something that really meant something for me. So when I was telling y'all know my grandma passed away 2 years ago, I wanted to do something that incorporated her, but I didn't want to give it her name because, let's be real, I ain't want, our grandmas back in the days had them animals. I love my grandma's name, but I don't know. Now I might think about doing a collection dedicated to her, but we grew up on, and I only could tell y'all now because we sold the property. so we grew up on 7th Avenue and 48th Street in Miami. My grandma brought her home in 1972, and that has been where we've been since I was born until I moved to Georgia. So when she passed away 2 years ago, she still was in her house. We would have kept the property, but for other reasons, we made a decision to let it go. But anyway, I wanted to do something that represented where I was from. So of course I wasn't gonna call it Miami. So when my cousin said, think about giving it a name that really means something to you, I gave it 7th Culture. So the 7th is for 7th Avenue, where I was born and raised, and where my heart lies. And the culture came from me and my family and our community as a whole. So that's why I named it 7th Culture. So yeah, so y'all get ready. The 7th Culture is coming. And we're gonna have skincare products, we're gonna have soaps, hair care products. But again, I'm not launching the hair care products until probably like mid-spring, because I have so many bomb ideas and I want to be able to incorporate my family in that, because some of us wear our natural hair. Most of us have dreadlocks. Some of us are just natural altogether. They don't have dreadlocks, but they are natural with their hair. And so I want to do something to incorporate my family. So I feel like if I give it to mid-spring, we'll be just coming out of winter, and I can go and visit my family and get these nice photos of them, which I'm going to ship them the products. They're going to already have the products, and I'm going to have them to use the products. So they're going to already have the hair products before I launch, but I want them to use it. I was sitting the other day and I was watching TV and I seen this commercial come on, and I was saying, they show us all, and people fall for it because they just looking at the aesthetics of everything. So I was looking at this commercial. They were showing a skincare commercial, and I was in here doing some stuff with my business, and I'm looking at the commercial. How is you showing me a skincare commercial, but you got on a full face of makeup? Where they do that at? No, I need to see your skin. I don't want to see the makeup. Yeah, the makeup looks nice. That's nice. You look like you use maybe Chanel foundation, maybe a little MAC. That's nice. But I need to see your skin. So I did this experiment where once I made a decision to go ahead and relaunch everything, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start using my products for a few months and see how my skin do with just water. And I already knew that my skin cannot just take water, honey, because this skin gets dry. I get dry like all in my T-zone. Baby, my eyebrows even get dry. So this skin has to stay moisturized at all times. So I did this experiment where I didn't use none of my products. I didn't use nobody else's products. I didn't use nothing on my skin. And baby, when I tell y'all, my skin got so dry. Right here was so dry till it started burning. It was dry patches, it started burning. And I was trying to hang on for this experiment because I wanted people to see that it works. And I got the footage and stuff that I'm gonna post, so y'all live around for that. But I wanted people to see that the product works, so I needed my skin to do whatever it naturally does on its own without any products. And then I would start back using my products so that people could see, you know, the process that I went through. So I did that, and I started back using the products about 3 weeks ago, y'all. So I Snapchat already. If you on my Snapchat, you already done seen it. But I showed what my skin looked like before I started using the product. And then I filmed myself washing my face, filmed what I used to wash my face. I showed what it looked like after I washed my face and all the dry scalps came off of the dry patches. It was red because at this point my skin is irritated because it's no kind of moisture, and because I have very dry skin, it's like nothing to help my skin out at this moment. So it was irritated. So I showed where it was red after I washed it. That's gonna be part of the process because now the dead skin is coming off. So I showed what it looked like once I put my moisturizer on and everything. Once I put my shea butter, and it's not just shea butter, I have other ingredients that's mixed in it. So don't think it's just shea butter, then y'all just say I'm gonna get me some shea butter. It got other stuff mixed in it too now. So I used my shea butter and I showed what it looked like, how moisturized, and you could tell that once I put that shea butter moisturizer on, my skin really absorbed it really well. And you can see the before and the after of me putting it on like within 5 minutes. So I used it for 2 weeks. Every day I got on Snapchat and showed how my skin was progressing day by day. And within 7 days, you couldn't even tell I ever had dry patches. You could see the spot because it was two big dry patches right here. It had got so small. So it went from being red to now it was trying to get its natural skin tone back. And you can see it's fading because at that point it was starting to look like a birthmark or something, like a dark birthmark. Now I have no hyperpigmentation where that burnt mark was. Well, I call it burnt mark, but where that dry patch was, or nothing. So it works. So yeah, so that's my point. But yeah, so I gave it that name so that because it meant something to me. I grew up on 7th Avenue, and I wanted it to represent not just me, but my family and my culture as a whole. Now, my products, being that they are natural, they are for all skin types. So they are for all skin types. So I encourage you. A lot of my products is for people that have really, really dry skin, but people that have combination skin can use it as well because it's for all skin types. But it really, really helps us who have really dry skin. And again, I have really, really dry skin. So yeah, so I like to hand mix my stuff first, then I put it in the blender here. So y'all gonna hear a little noisy noise. I put it in my blender. And you have to make sure all of your preservatives and everything is mixed in properly. So now I'm about to add the preservative. This is my preservative that I'm adding now. So it comes in a dropper. And the preservative again allows your products to not accumulate any bacteria. And for any of y'all who are thinking about doing products yourself, I want to let y'all know that again, it's not just the matter of you just buying your main ingredients, like if you're whatever carrier oils. And when I say carrier oils, that means like your jojoba oil, your sunflower oil, your avocado oil, things like that. And you have to melt down if you don't already purchase your carrier oil already formulated and mixed together from someone, I don't buy formulated products from anybody because you could tell me you put anything in here. I don't damn know. Now I'm gonna hope you want to continue with my business, so I will hope that you're gonna do my products right. But because this is something that I enjoy doing, I like to mix and learn my measurements and stuff like that myself. So I purchase and I'm not gonna lie, when you mixing and formulating your stuff, everything yourself, it does get a little expensive because depending on how much product you're trying to make, it's gonna depend on the sizes. And let me tell you, if you buying gallons of carrier oils and stuff of that nature, it's not gonna be cheap. I'm gonna show y'all. I got a shea butter that's open. Let me show y'all. So this is how my shea butter. This is 100% pure, natural, raw shea butter. And guess where it's from? Africa. Yep. And it smells so good. But this is how I buy my carrier oils, and I melt them down myself. So yeah, so y'all, you can't get in? Hold on, y'all. Someone at my laboratory door. All you have to do is push the door. You feel like I can scared to push the door. So yeah. So that's how I formulate my products, and then I buy like these jars to put them in. This is one of my shea butters. Now, you have some products that, like I have a whipping butter, and then like your whipping butter is more of your moisturizer. So with your whipping butter, it's gonna be more light. So that means a lot of people like to use whipping butter during the hot seasons. And then your body butter that's more harder, a lot of people use that because it's thick. A lot of people use that during the more cooler seasons. And that's because a lot of people get more drier during the cooler seasons, and it absorbs better in the skin, and it lasts longer when it's thicker and you're using it during the colder seasons. Versus when you're using the whipping butter during the hotter seasons, you want something that's light so that you don't be so hot. Because let me tell you, certain products can make you hot. It's already hot as I don't know what out the door, and then now I got on this heavy body butter making me extra hot. So a light moisturizer during the hot seasons is always a plus. So yeah. So we're gonna mix this. I just put my preservative in there. So this is just to get everything mixed in evenly. And when mixing products, I want to tell y'all too, you have your cold products and you have your hot products. And I'm not going to get too much into that today. I can't give y'all everything in one live now, or in one YouTube video now. But you have your cold products and then you have your hot products. So it's like you go through phases when you're making products. So you have like phase A, phase C. I don't even know my alphabets now. Phase A, phase B, and phase C. But the phases depend on what all you're putting in your product. So while that's whipping up over there, I'm gonna show y'all something. I can't show y'all up close because I don't know y'all, but y'all kind of get the idea. So I actually take the time to learn how to formulate my products, and you have to know what you feel is gonna work better. So let me see which one I want to show y'all. I'm looking for my turmeric. I'm gonna just show y'all. I think it's in my notebook over here, but I'm just gonna use this for example. So this is my brightening moisturizer. So I have percentages. I have the ingredients that I use, and if you see, I use phase A, phase B, phase C in these on this card here. So again, this is my brightening moisturizer. So I use distilled water. It's very important to use distilled water, because distilled water is, certain distilled waters you can drink and certain ones you can't. So you have to be very careful. But us who make cosmetic products, we like to use distilled water because it's how I can say it, it's healthier for your product. You don't have to worry about it having to be purified or anything like that, because it's already specially made without all of that extra stuff that they be putting in some of these waters. So yeah, so I have distilled water. Now I'm gonna tell you this, online, if you go online, distilled water is very expensive. For a 16-ounce distilled water, you will pay $15. You can go in the grocery store and get distilled water. I have a gallon here, and I paid $1.29. See what it say? I paid $1.29 for this water. When I was gonna order it online, and baby, that thing said $59 for a gallon. I said, where they do that at? Y'all ain't about to rob me blind. So I got the water from the grocery store. But yeah, so you have to make sure when you're doing when you're using hot and cold products. So your carrier oils is considered a hot product because you have to melt it down. So that's a hot product. So when you melt your products down, when you melt your carrier oils down, you have to give them time to cool before you start putting in all of your cooler formulations. Because if you mix the formulations while the carrier oils are too hot, it don't dissolve in the carrier oil well, and it can separate. And then that's where you have to put certain products in your formulation, especially when you're using water. You don't want your products to separate from the water. You know how sometimes you can get a product and you done had it sitting for so long, and then by it sitting for so long, you start seeing the water sitting at the bottom. In order to prevent that from happening in certain products, you have to add into that product that you're formulating, so that the carrier oils or whatever you're using, it does not separate from the water. So yeah. So let's see how this going, honey. Yes, baby, it's mixing good. That thing looks nice. So I'm gonna show y'all the little things that I have. So these right here are like soap powders and powders that you can use in your products that you're making to add color. So I'm gonna show y'all some. So this is berry. So it comes like this. You could buy it in a jar. Like I have some jars coming. So I just want, and I'm only showing y'all this because I want y'all to see that everything I use is specifically for what I'm doing, and specifically healthy. It's natural and it helps the skin. So everything that I have, it always says natural. Or either it says raw. Now I do want to tell y'all, some people don't like the natural smell of shea butter. So if you're thinking about formulating products, you can use the refined shea butter. And with the refined shea butter, it doesn't have that scent. It still is natural. It's natural, but it's not raw. When it's raw, it's in its 100% state with its natural scent. When it's refined, it does not have that natural scent in it because they add, fragrances. They add things in it so that it doesn't have that scent that a lot of people don't like. Me personally, I love the way natural shea butter smells. But again, everybody ain't gonna like that smell. So you can do two. You can do the one that has the natural smell of the shea butter, and then you can get the refined. And if you want to add more fragrances or more essential oils to it, you can. Remember, with essential oils, it's different essential oils. You have to make sure you're purchasing the one that is for like cosmetics, soaps, and things of that nature. Now, okay? You don't want to get the one that you put in the counters. Yeah. So, yeah, child. So this is what I've been up to. This is what I've been up to. I'm gonna show y'all one of my body scrub labels. So, and everything I designed myself. So this is one of my, can y'all see it? This is for my body scrub. And for me, I want to be able to have fun with my labels. So you might, when I launch the website, you might go on the website and you might see this right now. But then it might have a different label. I might have products that have different labels. It's the same. It's going to be the same product. But some people actually like to keep the products, containers and things of that nature. So for those who like to keep the product containers and stuff, you want it to look nice. So you give them a variety of labels that are on each product, and they could choose which one they want that have that label. And you'll be good to go. So yeah. So that's what I got going on today, y'all. So I'm gonna check this out over here. Ooh, y'all, it's mixing up so good. And then if you want to add color to it, you can, the powders I just showed y'all, that's for cosmetic powders. They give it color. You can use that to add a little color to it, or you can leave it natural. Some people, remember, it's people all over the world. So different folks, different strokes. So you're gonna have some people that they want to have fun, so they want to have colors in their stuff. Then you're gonna have the ones that just want it just plain in its natural everything, meaning it's natural color, everything. So all of y'all that's commenting, I can't see y'all comments because I have the camera so far.